Hey guys, this is Vril continuing our EU4 Fallout mod playthrough as the Caesar's Legion. So in the previous episode we were expanding more to the east and we were doing some fabrication of claims on the NCR here. And we were also just building our manpower, building our army, build a few new units, and just doing general diplomacy and coring off and missionaries. As well as we've got one colony being built over here as well. Now let me just start progressing time. Okay, we've got some diplomatic ties. No thank you. Now we're coring a couple more provinces of the NCR. Fortunately, our great general Benjamin Carter, who was a 2-star general, has died. So that's unfortunate. Did have another one, but we'll recruit another one when we declare war on the NCR. So we were going for the Helios one, got a couple other claims on like Baja over here. And actually, I just saw these ships over here. Let's have a look at how many naval units we can have. We're gonna need to probably bring these naval units home when we declare war, otherwise they're going to get demolished by the NCR's fleets. We just don't really have the ability to build a large fleet right now. I'm not going to overbuild past our naval limit because of the tax or not the cost of maintenance of those, so that would be very good. Our agent was discovered in Baja, so that's not good for aggressive expansion, but for the most part our aggressive expansion isn't too bad at this point. Okay, so was this in was that the Baja one? Or was that Helios 1? This one's in the Helios 1. Okay, well, let's see, what else could we do? Let's actually go ahead and improve our diplomacy with the New Vegas. I don't think we're going to be declaring war on New Vegas anytime soon. They've grown pretty large, and we are we rivaled with them? No, we are not, but I do think they have us as a rival. Yeah, they have us as a rival as opposed to NCR, so that's one of the things that we just kind of have to keep an eye on in this upcoming war. So, actually, I do think we're probably ready to go ahead and declare that war. Now, yeah, we've got a free diplomat. I'm just looking at what else we had to do. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and declare this war. And we will say we're going to take the Hoover Dam, just like in the old, in the game there in New Vegas. We will, and yeah, we're going to ask Good Springs and New Reno for help. Everybody's going to help out with this. This is good. So there it is. Let's go ahead and recruit. We'll set that general. Let's go ahead and recruit another one. General, 50 military power. This is a decent, another 2-star general. 1620. We keep getting these 0 on the siege, which it's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. We'll go into Mojave Outpost, the Mojave Desert. Actually, we will send this guy towards Baker, move this guy towards Mojave Desert. We're going to split this one into 2, take over some of these. Now, we are going to keep some of these back because we've got the colonists and we've got possible uprisings on over here, so we'll just keep an eye on that. And we might want to bring the speed down, but for the moment I'm going to keep the speed where it's at. So let me go ahead and switch on back over to the... Oh, that's not good. We've got... So that's why we wanted the 3 speed. But I think we're doing okay. Let's, before we get too far into this war, let's see what NCR's 3 or 4, 3, 5. So they do match us in military tech. Let me go ahead and spend this. We had a mission or a doctrine, a national decision to do. No retreat. Actually, what is this? Technology cost -5, 2, 3, 3, 5. Okay, we might do that at some point in time. We'll do the no retreat though. 5 military power, infantry combat ability. That could help us out. That could help us out. Okay, so let's go ahead and recall that diplomat, and we've just done this with Good Springs. Let's actually increase with the boomers as well. I think we've done that recently, but not too recently. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. So, I was gonna say, I thought this stack was moving in that direction, but not quick enough. So the Siege of Baker is over, and we just won that battle in the Mojave Desert. I'm surprised that army did pretty well. Looks like the New Reno's helping out there, or is that the Jacobstown, New Reno, and... okay, they're fighting Junktown and NCR. Okay, well, that was quite a manpower loss there. Let's send that army of 5 over to the Mojave outpost, and we'll continue to siege with the Mojave Desert with this larger stack that we've got that actually has a general. So, and we also siege the Helios 1. Move this stack on over, and we've sieged the Mount Shadows campground. We'll move that army over to Hoover Dam. The all-important Hoover Dam. Now, they have no morale there, so they're not going to attack. We siege the Mojave Desert. We will move to San Bernardino. I think that's kind of annoying. It's my NVIDIA game driver. I don't think it's recording on the screen, but it popped up in the middle of this and is telling me I need to update, but obviously not going to do that till after the episode. Okay. Battle of San Bernardino. Siege of Ridgecrest is also complete. We're sieging pretty quickly on some of these. Let's move to the Sandy Flats. We got the New Reno stack over here. Mojave Outpost is done. We've got a free diplomat. I'm just going to check out what kind of cost are we thinking about here. Oops, let's always do that. So, I'm just trying to check what the war score needs to be for sieging all of these areas. I mean, we haven't actually fabricated claims on all these, but I think it was these that we fabricated claims on. Yeah, because it's not costing us any diplomatic power. We might go ahead and try to take those if we can get up to 56. Once I get maybe to 20,000 manpower, I'm going to probably, put my threshold at that, and then I'll peace out if we get to that point. Now, hopefully we don't, but if we get to that point and we haven't got to 50% war score, then we'll peace out and take these provinces here with about, say, 35. That's I mean, I'm talking about in the future, assuming this all goes to plan. So did I? Yeah, I did actually spend that money, and we've got some bonuses on our army here. Now, I should have moved this army. Let's go ahead and start sieging the Shady Sands, if we can. It's going to take a little while. It's a fort level 6, so that's certainly going to take a little while. Okay, we've sieged Boulder City. And we're working on Bitter Springs. Sandy Flats is sieged. It's all going very well. Don't see the NCR really doing much of anything, as a matter of fact. They have medium war enthusiasm. I was about to say war exhaustion, but that would not be right. So we've sieged the Bitter Springs as well. Now we will... Let's go ahead and bring that army to this province. This is going very quick. Do you want to keep an eye on... There's a stack of 19. Just have a look. So we outnumber them by almost double. Not quite double, but almost. Okay, so we've got 2 stacks sieging there in Shady Sands. We won the Siege of the Flats. The hub is part of NCR. It's also a fort level 3. Most of these are fort level 1, so they're sieging pretty quickly. Fort level 6 on that Shady Sands, their capital. I would think if we siege that, we'd probably... Our war score would probably be pretty good, so... Let's siege this, we'll head them to... Okay, well, we've got... Yeah, Siege of Mesquite was done. We'll move this army to Coaldale. Let's actually move these guys down to the Glow. Okay, we've got a stack of 19 there. I don't think they'll be able to really attack much with that. Against even our 14 stack, I don't think, considering they were so outnumbered at one point earlier. It was like 14 against 6, and we won that. Actually, now here's New Reno is losing out. I don't know if we're going to be able to get here in time, though, but let's go ahead and try. We'll see. I don't think we're going to make it. We actually were able to siege that province out in the meantime. I didn't think we would. Did not think we would. And we improved our relations with the Boomers to the max. What else is in here that we have? We have the Kings as well. They're allied with the Boomers. Let's go ahead and increase our relations with them while we can. Since we don't need that diplomat. Now, okay, now we're trying to attack a stack of 48 with a stack of 11. That's not smart. That just happened out of nowhere on me. We might be okay, though, because they've got... Let's actually move if we can. This army... Yeah, it's not going too well. I mean, they're so outnumbered, but they have low morale, and now we've got low morale as well. We won that, actually. Somehow we won that. Somehow. Pulled that off. I have no idea how, though. I mean, we were attacking as well. I mean, they had low morale, but so outnumbered. I hesitate. I was about to say I'm going to speed up the time to 4, but that's not going very well for us. So our colony has grown to be self-sustaining, so that's great. That is very good. That's what we're talking about right there. Let's, where should we head next? We were either going to head to Fort Worth. Let's go do Fort Worth. Travel time's quite a lot there, but it is... Colonial range is 100. Should be okay. Let's move this to that area, and actually we can go ahead and core Coracho, I think, as I would say that. And yeah, that's good. didn't it say that their culture was from Arizona? That's kind of way over there, isn't it? I might have been mistaken, but okay, so we won the Siege of Dayglow. We'll move to Tijuana. Looks like the Good Springs is sieging all the way down in Baja now. It's all going very, very well, other than that stack of however many. Now we'll actually... Let's go ahead and the NCR, or sorry, New Reno is... Or NCR is capturing some New Reno provinces. It's not the first time I got that messed up here. So we've got a high fervor as well. What's our trade doing? Our trade's actually doing really well right now. Let's go ahead and spend it on the morale of the armies, though, for now. And we'll go ahead and siege some of these provinces back. We got money to spend, but we're going to wait on that. This army's... Okay, I was going to say, that's the Battle of Fort Worth, which is over here, so that's just because they arrived there, and the settlers are there as well. I do have one diplomat to use. Not really seeing somebody to really use that on. Now, let's try to use it on Vault City. I always liked Vault City. It's like probably one of my favorite cities in the Fallout 2. Yeah, so this siege is going really slow, but that's because it's their capital, but I think it's probably worth quite a bit. Now these provinces, it's got a supply limit of 16, so I'm not sure why we're taking attrition, although we are sieging, of course. Won that siege of Tijuana. Siege San Diego. It's all fort levels of 1 around here. Okay, there's that 40 stack. Might want to keep an eye on. So we're up to 30. The NCR's war enthusiasm is getting really high. Ours is okay. Ours is okay. Okay, so we did capture that back. Lost Hills is for level 3. Let's gonna merge these. Can't change this leader right now. Okay, they should be able to win that and siege as well. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I'm just keeping an eye on this 34 stack. It's floating around. They've got to have... Yeah, I figured it was different groups, armies. Can't imagine the NCR. Let's have a look at their manpower at this point. Yeah, their manpower's out. New Vegas doesn't have very much manpower. That's obviously we're not at war with them, but I'm just keeping them in mind, because if we ran out of manpower and then we're not able to defend ourselves, I would think New Vegas would probably try to take advantage of that on us. So we'll go ahead and start sieging. I'd say the Lost Hills might be a good place to siege. Does look like the NCR are trying to siege back some areas finally, and actually they're taking out this stack completely. I wish I had my 2-star general on this stack, but we're gonna go try to attack, I think. We've increased our relations to max with New Vegas. Let's go ahead and recall that diplomat and figure out where else do we want to send that diplomat. See, we're holding off, even though they're outnumbering us quite a bit. I mean, we're taking some heavy casualties here, but I'm surprised. We lost the battle. I'm just surprised that we're able to hold off on these attacks like that. So here we find a pre-war lab. Administrative power. Now, Let's go ahead and spend it on the administrative power, because we did take a hit because of all that coring we were doing before. Alright, so we're going to attack them. They've got low morale, so that should be good. Take some casualties in the process. So they're telling us that we can invest in a new idea. We will be able to invest in administrative advancements will be our next level, level 6. And then we'll be able to get a new idea. So we'll think about that, what we want to do with that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll think about that in between episodes, what I actually want to do with that. If anybody has any recommendations, please let me know in the comments. So we lost the Siege of San Bernardino. Okay, I was going to say thought that was the province we were in. And this just keeps slowly ticking down. So for casualties, now I never brought these ships home. I should have done that. I'm surprised that we haven't been destroyed in our fleet, but maybe the NCR might have had to mothball their fleet or something like that. I don't really know. I don't really know about that. So they've got a 25 stack there. So we won that siege in Santa Ana, and we'll go back up to San Bernardino. Probably just re-siege all this stuff around here. Hopefully tick over on the Shady Sands, so that's going pretty slow. Our manpower is still in good shape. I mean, we could almost build new units where we're at. Yeah, so we've got this little stack of 3. Let's send them up to help out with the siege. They retreated back to our capital there. Okay, it's just sieging out, and looks like we can invest in new technology. I'm going to wait on that just a little bit because we're going to need to be using some of that here soon, and the cap is 1500. And it does look like we're out of time for this episode, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.